Conference, one that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the Conference Championship Trophy. He'll return it from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Texas's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. This is a team coming out here with a lot of confidence in front of an energized home crowd coming off that win last week. But there's a challenge today against this defense.
Yeah, great defense. It's going to be really exciting to see how this one plays out. And I think you're right. I think they did gain a lot of confidence coming in now at home in front of this crowd. Magical atmosphere. They got to take advantage of it.
Goes in motion. He'll hand it off. They try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Big moment early in this championship game. Third down coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. Longhorns bring their punt team onto the field. Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Aggies offense out there for their first possession. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He fires downfield. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
2nd down and goal upcoming. shotgun. It's a handoff. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner. They'll stop him for a loss.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That's how you finish a play.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
Try the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks, but there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And try to creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Longhorns looking to cash in this red zone trap. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, the swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And as we break for the quarter, Kurt, it's Texas A&M on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's a toss to the left side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. The Aggies look to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass this time. Looks right and lets it fly. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They're going to run it. Defense able to contain him after that jerk, but he picks up a solid gain.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing him.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. It's fourth down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They make the tackle, but he it's first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play fake, looking to throw. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And there's the handoff. Breaking tackles. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Receiver in motion now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. And the Aggies, they bring their punt team onto the field. And here's the return. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Long launch will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to throw here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. 1st down and 10. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes a quick grab. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. It is first and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. The quarterback will just sneak it in. Powers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. He's got a man down the middle. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the 1st half.
Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pocket breaking down. Ran by the receiver. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 34. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finally heaves it deep down the middle. Makes a one-handed catch. And the junior with a one-handed grab there. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. Incompletion sets up a second down. Dump off caught by the running back. Oh, he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half.
Texas.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. When a player is down injured after that last play, they take a timeout while they check him out. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. He makes the stop, and not before he gains the first down. Screen play works.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. That is broken up and incomplete.
Now, to me, it looked like that receiver maybe tipped his hand on this out route. The corner does a nice job of breaking on the ball. The receiver needs to be sharper on those if you want to have any success against this secondary.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Caught in the flat by the running back. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense really clicking. Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. So, second down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Walker's not much help on this. He's short of the first down. The Longhorns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The punt team making their way on the field. Let's see if he can make a play on this return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's bringing it back. We finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Stop right there at the line, no gain. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Texas.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Toss play to the outside. Breaks free. Breaks into the clear. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Send the back in motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Took contact on the throw. Oh, and he could not haul it in. A 3rd down drop. Brings up 4th now. Longhorns will line up to boot it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Here's the handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
He wisely decides to just throw the ball away there on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. And they will trot out the field goal team here. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return will be brought down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back and score again. So positive yards, but doing it quickly is key.
Not an accurate throw by the freshman quarterback. Threw it behind him.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. Can't connect in the long throw. throw incomplete, a full down stop.
Well, down late in his football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with a lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They are pouring it on now. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone.
Oh, and it's blocked. Picked up by the defense. It's a live ball. Could be a two-point return here. After the blocked PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff.
16.
Return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Boy, it's another incompletion. It's just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another fourth down for this quarterback.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Fights through a tackle. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
He's running out of time here. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Looking deep down the left side. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
First down, looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looks toward the sideline. Finds the running back. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pick.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Back to throw again. Looking for 6. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
They're trailing by this much in the fourth quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass.
He's got it. Enough for a first down. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there. drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Now they come up second and goal from the 3. Press coverage now from the secondary. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Bringing pressure. Just standing there, gets hit again. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter, a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Leaning on the run game here late. That game moves the ball out near the 25.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that. Line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history